So we are here today at the Hyatt Zilara Cancun, which if you have been on this channel before, you know this is one of our favorite adults-only all-inclusive resorts in Cancun. It's actually my favorite adults-only all-inclusive resort in the hotel zone. And the reason why we're here today and making this video is because it is actually getting ready to close for a full renovation. So on this channel, we have talked a lot about the Hyatt Zilara Cancun. As I said, it's one of our favorites. We have shown some of the renovated rooms here, which are actually just behind me. And we've done room tours of almost every single room type, updated resort tours, but it is closing actually a week from today. We are in late March right now. It is closing in April, and they anticipate it being closed until December, which more than likely means it'll be closed a little bit longer than that. I haven't talked to one person who actually anticipated it being open again by December, just because that's kind of how construction and renovation goes. So the question is, what are they doing in this renovation? Well, the truth is, we don't know 100% because they haven't told anybody. They're being kind of tight-lipped about it, but we do know they're going to fully refurbish all of the rooms, which is very needed. And we've talked about this in previous videos. This is a great resort. They have really wonderful staff, great food, but the rooms are a bit dated unless you get one of the very few updated rooms. So the rooms really need a complete overhaul. I imagine they're going to also overhaul kind of a lot of the exterior stuff that's just more dated or like damaged and things like that. But we're actually going to walk around the resort a little bit and talk about what we think they might be doing. It's all a guess, it's all speculation. They aren't really saying yet. But we're kind of going to go around and just speculate on what might be changing in the next few months here at the Hyatt Zilara Cancun. One really good question that you might be asking if you've been here before, and a question that we ask as well, is the staff coming back? And I've actually asked, and the question is we don't know. So if you've been here before and you liked any of the staff members, make sure to reach out to the Hyatt Zilara, like reach out to the general manager, reach out to somebody and tell them about the staff members that you really enjoyed seeing here, so that they can make an attempt to get them back, because from what we've been told, they're not relocating them somewhere else. They're going to have to find other jobs, and then it's going to be whether they bring them back or not, or they stay at their new jobs. So we can cross our fingers and hope that they're going to come back, because that is one of the best parts about this resort, is the people that work here. So let's go look around the resort a little bit and talk about what they might be doing.
So we're walking around the little terrace area where you come for a couple of the restaurants here.
Yeah, we have Chef's Plate, and then behind us we have Asiana over there, Marie La Adelita Cantina. And so a question that you might be asking is if they're going to be changing the restaurants here. My guess is no. They have really great restaurants. People love them. They have a lot of variety. I would love to see them add another restaurant. So right behind us here, they have this kind of new courtyard that they put where the old spa used to be. They tore it down. They were supposed to tear it down and build an Italian restaurant. This was a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago. But I suspect that instead of doing that, they ultimately decided to do this full restoration. So I would love to see them bring in one more restaurant. It would be really great if this resort had one more restaurant. So we will see. My guess is that they're not going to replace the restaurants. They might just do some updates to the interior, but the restaurants have really been updated over the years, whereas the rooms have not. So I think this is just purely speculation, but we know the rooms are going to go under a full refurb. I doubt that the restaurants will. That's just my thought.
Yeah. So we're kind of in the middle here, where you come in and this is where they have kind of all the events, the live music,
the nightly shows,
the performances, just kind of a really central gathering area.
Large open area.
I think that they might do some.
I think that they'll do a major overhaul in here. It's not amazing. Like, it's a lot of it is kind of dated, like the rooms, and I think there's a lot more they could do with this space. So it's, again, all of this is just purely guessing, but I would imagine that they will completely redo the space. And we'll come back after it reopens so we can tell you if we were right or wrong. We're standing out here in front of the Den, which is fairly new. This has only been here for a couple of years, so I really doubt that they'll do anything here just because it's pretty much brand new anyway. And then the check-in area, I think we'll see a major overhaul there as well. So we're outside at the outdoor restaurant right now, which is called Punta Vista. It was completely renovated and redone. It used to be called Pelicanos, and about 2 or 3 years ago, it was completely redone, like new everything. So again, just guessing here, but I don't think they'll do anything to change this because it really was just renovated. It's been a few years now, but they did completely to a new spa here a few years ago. They moved it completely, so I think that renovations on the spa will probably be pretty minor. They may do some things, but I don't think it's going to be a complete overhaul by any means. So we're at the Sky Gym right now. This is one of the best gyms that I've seen at any resort property, especially the all-inclusive resorts. It's actually a really fantastic gym. I doubt there will be any major renovations here just because it's so great already, although I would love to see something outside. They used to have like a juice and smoothie bar, which closed during COVID, I think, and never reopened, so it'd be nice to see that open again. Another thing that I noticed is that these chairs are actually fairly new, so I wonder if that's part of the renovation that they were kind of sneaking in before they close everything down, because these are actually different than what they used to have. I'd imagine all this, like the tile and everything, it's broken over the years and they've kind of patched it with like non-matching tile. So I would imagine all this is going to go. I don't think that any of the renovated ones are technically model rooms, which we do have videos of those. So we'll link those in the description. Another thing that I think will definitely happen is I think that they're going to take the jacuzzis out of the rooms, which, I mean, as someone who loves a jacuzzi, that's kind of a bummer, but most resorts now, like that was definitely like an 80s and 90s thing. Most resorts now don't have jacuzzis in rooms unless they're upper tier rooms. So the fact that they have them in all the rooms here is not really typical. So I do think they'll remove those. I wonder if they'll remove the magic boxes, like the dumbwaiter magic boxes. Maybe. They don't have them in the renovated rooms.
So we were just talking whenever we were walking up here why they are doing a full shutdown for the remodel, which they realistically probably wouldn't do if they were only going to refurbish the rooms.
Right? Because they could do that section by section. A lot of resorts, when they do renovations, they'll do kind of like section by section, or they'll do like half of it and then the other half or something like that. But I think this is definitely like, yes, they are going to fully renovate the rooms because they really need it. But I think there's going to be a lot more done, like the lobby, all the tile, which there's a ton throughout because it's like broken and mismatched, and I think they'll probably do a soft remodel on some things. Like I said, I do think they'll probably keep a lot of the restaurants and things mostly the same.
Probably remodel the lobby, the check-in area for sure.
For sure.
What else?
The rooms, it's going to be the main thing, and that's something that they have said is it's a full overhaul on the rooms. Like those are going to be entirely different, which is great. I'm excited to see it, but I will say I do think that we're going to lose those jacuzzis in every room. It's not super economical to have them, and then most resorts just don't anymore unless you're in an upper level room. So like I said, we're really just kind of speculating. We don't know, but what we do know is that the rooms are going to be entirely renovated. There's definitely going to be some renovations around the rest of the resort, but it's not like a tear down and start over kind of situation. But another thing we know is it is March 2025 right now, closing the beginning of April 2025, estimated to reopen in December 2025. I would not be booking a December or January reservation here. I anticipate that this will take at least a year. A lot of resorts run about 6 months behind on renovations. That's just pretty standard. So I'm sad to see it close down for that long, but I am excited to see what they're going to do with it. Do you have any more thoughts?
So most likely maybe the renovated rooms are the ones we'll see that they're redoing all of them in the style of.
I don't think that they're going to do all of the rooms exactly like the renovated rooms. And like I said earlier, we'll link those up here and in the description just so you can see what those look like. I don't think they're going to be copying any one of those rooms exactly, but I think that kind of more modern style is what we're going to see. It's the renovated presidential as well, just much nicer, much cleaner. So we'll link all those, and I think that gives us an idea of what we're going to see, but I don't think that any of those are like a model room exactly. But yeah, I think they're going to just modernize everything and fix the things that are broken. And yeah, I'm excited to see it when it reopens. I just don't anticipate it being December 2025. But if we find out anything new, if we learn anything, new opening dates or something like that, we will definitely make an update video and let you know. So make sure to like this video and subscribe. We share lots of other content on this channel, travel related, you know, Mexico, Hawaii, the Caribbean. So make sure to subscribe if you like seeing videos like this, and we'll see you in the next one.